Thank you. Thank you everyone once again to join us. So our webinar today is 10 things to do before the next Singles Day. And before I begin, I hope here's a little information on what Double 11 is all about. So Singles Day started way back in 1993, but it's for university guys who decided to celebrate singlehood. And since then, it's evolved into a global e-commerce shopping festival from 2009 until now. So now it's essentially one of the biggest online shopping festivals in the world. Right. So here are the three of us to join you, who will be sharing with you some tips on how to really do well during Double 11. I'm Adrian. I'm the senior brand manager who sits in Singapore, and I take care of the Southeast Asian market. I've been with Pattern for 1 year. And before that, I spent 6 years with Lazada, one of the top e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia. And here are my colleagues, Yanni. Hey, Yanni, I think we can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. My name is Yanni. I'm the Omnichannel Director of Pattern China. I've been working with Pattern for 4 years, and I'm based in Guangzhou, China. And I'm so happy and excited to share some insights with Adrian and Charlotte through the webinar today. Hope you enjoy it.
And we have Charlotte.
And Charlotte.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Adrian. So I'm Charlotte. I'm the senior e-commerce consultant in Pattern Asia, and I'm sitting in Hong Kong. So I'm with Pattern for more than a year and a half right now. I provide strategy for brand growth and international expansion. I was at Facebook Global Marketing before, in charge of China marketing. So today is very excited to meet you all here and share about 10 things to do for Singles Day preparations with Adrian and Yanni.
Right. Thank you, ladies. Right, before we begin, if throughout the session, if you guys have any questions, please do feel free to drop it in the Q&A section in Zoom itself, right? And if time allows, we will try to address as many of them as possible. However, if we can't, don't worry, our marketing team will get in touch with you and answer your questions via email afterwards. Right, so without further ado, let's begin. The first tips that we have is always check your inventory, right? We have to prepare your stocks way before Double 11. I would suggest at least 3 months, to make sure all the shipments comes in time, all these inventory are properly stocked up, all your best sellers are fully stocked up. And I don't mean just the selling stocks as well. You have to also take note of the non-selling peripherals, the logistic peripherals, like the carton boxes, the gift boxes, etc. I think you don't want to run into a situation where you actually run out of stocks, where you actually experience a very high surge in sales and traffic on Double 11 day itself. And inventory doesn't, and do remember to plan beyond Double 11, because Double 11 is not just on 11 November itself. Afterwards, there's going to be still sales trickling in for sure. Always remember, it is the Christmas season. It's a festive season. People are continuously shopping and buying. So do remember, don't plan just for Double 11, plan beyond that as well. Right. So if Charlotte and Yanni, you can jump in and give some suggestions as well.
Yeah, and I would like to supplement a bit, like making contingency plans for logistic arrangements before an e-commerce big promotion is crucial to ensure smooth operations and minimize disruptions. So yeah, here are some steps you can take, like analyzing potential risk, identify potential risks that may arise during the big promotion, for instance, network traffic congestion, server failures, etc., and assess their impact on your logistic operations. Second, develop backup plans, like establishing alternative transportation methods or third-party logistic providers to handle unexpected situations. Next is to review your inventory levels. It is essential for the operations and logistic departments to communicate closely, in order to ensure that you have enough inventory levels to meet customer demand and sales forecast during the promotion period. And then implement sufficient fulfillment process is important. Because you have to optimize your fulfillment processes by reducing lead time, improving shipping speed, and ensuring accurate tracking of orders. And then strengthen communication and collaboration with suppliers, logistics companies, and other partners to quickly respond and coordinate actions in emergency situations. For example, prepare for unexpected weather conditions or natural disasters. If any weather-related events or natural disasters may impact your logistic operations, develop contingency plans to ensure continued delivery of products is crucial. So by following these steps, you can create contingency plans that help ensure the smooth operation of your logistic arrangements during an e-commerce big promotion, while integrating any potential disruption or challenges that may arise. Thank you.
Right. And if you are doing cross-border business in China, so be aware of the Double 11 Tmall bonded warehouse cutoff period, which is 2 days from now, literally this year. So be aware of that and make sure all your stocks arrive the part before the setup, and set up your campaign with the replenish plan together with the warehouse and the platforms as well. So it sounds very stressed at point one already about the stock, but at Pattern, actually we are providing sharing data and recommendations and how much growth on the forecasting that we should be prepared before ahead, and then actually in our marketplace accelerator models, we buy your inventory and then we do everything, including forecasting, FBA preparations, global logistics, etc. So basically, we are having the right resources for the logistic and warehouse solutions. So even quite stressed for the point one already, but then you can still relax a bit with our professional advisor recommendations today with us.
Well said, well said. So we take the stress for you, so you can just plan the stocks and we'll buy it all from you. Right. So point number 2, don't forget about last mile delivery. So what is last mile delivery? It essentially means the fulfillment of the orders to the customers. So always remember, the customer's journey doesn't end by clicking add to cart and cutting out. It also means from the time he or she bought the product to the packing of it, and finally sending it to his or her doorsteps, and he or she opening up a parcel. Right, all these are very important. The last thing you want is customers having a great time buying off great deals from you, but only to be disappointed by what he or she received. Be it delayed shipments, be it broken, damaged goods, or even worst case scenario, expired products if you're into the food business. Right, so this is a very important thing to take note. Otherwise, all the effort that you put in previously will all go down the drain, because ultimately what we want to achieve is really to provide a very pleasant shopping experience for the customers. Right, so please do not take please be very, very careful about this. And also fulfillment process. And I think as Yanni and Charlotte mentioned earlier, you can expect a huge surge during the campaign itself. So you got to prepare way ahead. You got to get your warehouse. You got to get a warehouse team ready. Hire the extra headcount if needed. Get ready all the cartons. Get ready all the masking tapes. And also the delivery vehicles if you are doing your own fulfillment. Right, and also as Charlotte mentioned, remember to inbound on time into the respective warehouse of the platform owners, like the Amazon warehouse, like the Lazada warehouse, or even the Tmall warehouse. Get them delivered on time, and also stand by the manpower to really, and also them the manpower to really answer questions of the customers as well. These are customer service. If you have questions after receiving the goods, you really need someone there to really answer the questions. Right? It's very frustrating if customers are unable to get any questions answered if they have questions about the products after receiving them. Right, and Charlotte and Yanni, you can share more if you want.
No further supplement. I think you covered the most. Thank you, Adrian.
Yeah, well, I mean, for China, since we have multi-channels, that warehouse allocation is also very important. Since the one warehouse, they would cut off, they would close, and you probably need to plan ahead, like how much inventory you need for each of the warehouse, each of the platforms. Let's say Tmall, JD, PDD, Douyin, Red, etc. So each of them will have different regulations or rules with warehouses. So make sure you double click that and then allocate the right amount of the stock into the related warehouses of that platform. So for us in Pattern, we have warehouses network in Hong Kong and China, also across Southeast Asia as well. So basically, we can have a more agile fulfillment strategy for contingency plans that Yanni and Adrian mentioned earlier.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you for that. And our next tip is track your listings and your content. Right. Don't do it 1 week before Double 11. Always do it way before that. Right from the start, you get the product live and listed. Right? Why are contents so important? Whereas we all know e-commerce shopping is where the customers don't actually get to touch and feel the products. So a very informative and creative banners or product listings will actually catch the eyeballs and also help to sell the products without them having too many hesitant about the effectiveness of the products. Right. So on this page, you can see that this is one of our brand partners, Swanson's. These are some of the listings that we've created, we've actually adapted for them. And you can see on the left before, the Swanson product for this men's energy boost oyster extract. It's just a simple bottle with a discount on the right. But afterwards, when Pattern, we took over and we actually enhanced it with a lifestyle image of a really athletic looking guy, running. And we all know that at one look, you will know that this is actually for men and it actually gives you the energy to do the exercise. And most importantly, a very big shout out there is the one pills. We actually explained that it contains 500 mg of this oyster extract that we're talking about. And in the bubbles there, we listed the other essential ingredient that is actually inside these health supplements. Right, so at Pattern, this is what we do. We take over the product listing, we enhance it further, we adapt it to the local market's requirements. And as you can see also, the languages are all in Chinese because these are all listed on the Chinese marketplaces. Right, and Charlotte, would you like to talk about the during campaign part?
Yeah, sure. So definitely the localization, video thumbnails, the must for doing this kind of adaptation of listing especially in China, because this content has to relate to your consumers, just like Adrian mentioned, your target audience, men, what kind of ingredients that you have, what is the product value, and even we are enhancing a lot of branding value. So during campaign promotion, since the store has been running a while and everyone is known about this branding and products, and we will highlighting more about the audience interest points, like what can you get from this promotion? What kind of coupons? Is it 10% off? And then is it the shopping cart price drop, or is there any gift or lucky draw on that? So basically, this kind of information would be on the creative, and then to make sure your audience would understand or will learn about what is the interest, what is their benefits right away. So basically, this is something that we would do during each time of promotion. Since each time promotion, the platform have a different scheme as well. So we have to study that before, and then so that we put the right discount level here. And most importantly, one thing we have to connect is our CS, our customer service. Make sure they know about the promotion, make sure they're familiar about it, because a customer, they would like to ask, will ask like, oh, how can I get the cheapest price out of it? So they would be familiar with everything based on your creative descriptions. Because in China, 80% of China consumers, they like to talk to the customer service and before they're purchasing. So this is very important. And they even expect a very short response time, like 8 seconds or less. So basically, this is what the platform will want to enhance a better user experience, and then they will have a rules around it. That's what we call the DSR rating. So this is very typical in China platform, and then they are very, very important assessment to assess the marketplace account health. So all the information have to be correct, reliable, and then the customer service have to be accurate. For in us in Pan China, like we have our in-house CS team. Our DSL score is like above the industry average. It's 4.9 over 5 as the high very standard one sitting in China. So yeah, so this during promotion, hopefully you have some takeaway from this and learn some from this. And this is what we have for last year's W11 promotion.
Yeah, to supplement a bit, in addition to the standard product images, it is important to include a variety of scene and detailed images to highlight the product features and resonate with the consumers. If possible, we can also make use of our social media content or some endorsement from the brand or any evidence that bears product endorsement to further strengthen our case for persuading consumers to make a purchase. And besides that, we should ensure that the color scheme, typography, and visual elements of your website and landing page match with your overall brand identity, and fully utilize the originality of your design team to showcase attractive creativity in product image design that aligns with the theme of the promotional activities. And at last, remember to provide a simple but intuitive and logical layout so users can easily find the information they are looking for. For example, the 5W1H principle can be utilized for the layout, which is what, who, why, where, when, and how. This simply informs users of what the product is, who uses it, why it is needed, under what circumstances, and in what scenarios it is used, and how to use it. By emphasizing the product selling points, this detail page can help alleviate customers' purchase concerns. Yeah. So by focusing on these aspects just like Charlotte and Adrian and I mentioned, you can create an outstanding web page that enhance our users' experiences and effectively communicates your brand's and promotional message.
Exactly. And all these tips will not only help you with the brand image, it also helps to enhance the conversion rate of the each and individual listings, right? So if your competitor's brand is having a very lousy listing, but when you see your brand having so many information, there's a peace of mind there when they make a decision, right? Do I want to buy from the one listing that's so informative and really the answers are all answered for me, or a brand where I have questions yet to be answered, right? And also I want to highlight as well what we see here on Kilokote. There's a normal listing on the left, and on the right you will see actually a during promotions. This is what we actually put up during last year's during the W11 campaign. So when it comes to the campaign, mega campaigns period that we mentioned, the platform owners will actually supply us with a set of campaign assets for us to adapt into our product listing, because the platform owners also want to have a brand image, a branding direction as well. So if you are in multiple countries with multiple brands, you really need a very strong accelerator like Pattern to help you to actually do it before and after. So imagine if you're managing it yourself, you have to adapt hundreds and hundreds of product listing to list up. And then before the campaign period, you need to adapt them to the platform owner's assets. for hundreds and hundreds of listings. And then after the campaign, you got to revert it back to the previous listing because the campaign is over. So it entails a lot of work, and especially if you are a lot of countries, if you're in Southeast Asia, you're in China, you're in Australia, you're in America, America, all this entails a lot of work. Right, so at Pattern, we provide such service. We have our in-house design team as well to do all the product listing as well for you guys. Right, so on to our next point, launching new products. Why do we actually suggest to launch new products during this period? By new products, we actually means not a new variations, a new color of lipsticks, or a new size of a pots and pans that you are launching. It also can be newly created bundles as well. Why do we say it's a golden opportunity during Double 11 to do this? Because the traffic is going to surge crazy high, very high traffic then. Because the platform owners like Alibaba or Lazada or Shopee, they are going to invest millions and millions to drive the traffic to their website. And then at the same time, the other brands are also going to make use of this chance to drive traffic to the various e-commerce platform as well. So there's going to be a cross-pollination effect, right? So when these customers chance upon a listing, and they click onto the website, but then when they see a very nice listing by you, with very strong content, the chances are they're gonna consider your product over the other guys. I mean, vice versa as well. So it ultimately link us back to the previous point as well, content, but also take note, there's going to be millions and millions of eyeballs on the e-commerce platforms on this day. And also, it's a golden opportunity to really test the market as well. During this time, when you launch something new, you really want to see how is the effect, what is the A/B selling effect is going to be like, and then from there you can more or less gauge the potential of these brands. Right. So I hope I didn't cover too much. Charlotte, would you?
No. Yeah, but that is usually in China, usually the new product launching, we would suggest say at least 2 months ahead, because in China there's a different consumer behavior. They like to look at the portfolio. They like to look at go to the red and search what kind of product recommendations, so that make sure you have the fundamental product sitting paving before, and then build some influencers, testimonial, child review, etc. So what special this year is like Tmall especially encourage launching new products, like to support extra traffic going to your store. It is called a new product ranking. So this is some extra entry point actually on Tmall front page, so that more audience or more consumers can discover your brand on that based on a new product ranking. So to make sure you're entitled of that, just pave ahead of the time, and then to do some basic product seeding, and then try to launch it, and then to grab the extra traffic opportunity from Tmall, which is allowed it. And talking about the bundles as a new product, because we do see we can analyze through, or you can analyze through your store purchase data. From understanding your consumer buying behavior, sometimes you would like seeing people keen to buy a bundle set during the mega sales day because it's cheaper, or buying for her whole family, for the husband, for the kids. Mom is buying for the whole family during that. So basically, it would stock up to 3 to 6 units, that kind of bundle, which is only seeing in mega sales, and which is so much discount and so much cheaper. So if your audience are keen for that, from the data that you are seeing, so this is where we are encouraging you to also set up this kind of bundle data, bundle new product for catering your loyal customers' needs, and as well as it is also good to look at what kind of consumer data can support you on setting up these bundles, how many units you should set. So for example, so that is the tips that we see, or observation that we see in our store data.
Right.
How about Yanni? Do you have anything to say? Yeah.
Yeah. I think the most important thing in this area is to do a good preview or preheat activities or product seedings through different social media channels before the event to guide more attention to the store to increase the conversion is very important.
Exactly. And also not to forget, this is a festive period. So it's an excellent chance to have like Christmas bundles, you know, if you are in the tea business, you can have tea sets, tea leaves with a tea mugs, and, you know, to bundle them together, because these are great as gifting ideas as well. So these are the various ideas that we can share with you, right? And the fifth point is what we actually call pre-selling is important. So what is pre-selling? Pre-selling is whereby you actually, the customers, they select the item, they put a deposit for the item, and they only cash out the item on 11/11 itself. And after that, we will ship the products to the customers. I think across the region, even in Southeast Asia, Lazada and Shopee, in Tmall, we have this. The platform owners actually provide these tools for us to tap on. And what is so beneficial about pre-selling? Number one, most obviously, it actually reduces the inventory risk, right? You don't want to bring in a bunch of goods only to have them stuck and not move in the way that you anticipated. So pre-selling actually allows you to actually take in the order first, and then you can place the orders to your supplier in accordance to how many they were being ordered by the customers. So this really also this will also allows you to have some analysis done, and you can see what kind of customer profile are actually buying the items, and you can then adjust the listing accordingly as well. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Yanni, you can add on to this.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Adrian. A common marketing strategy employed by the e-commerce platforms and stores alike is pre-selling. At least, start from, this 3 to 5 years, and a bit to warm up the market with pre-sales products during the major events, or to investigate the market responses. By offering pre-sales at a discounted price, we can lock in orders and evaluate the product popularity, ensuring a certain number of customers and allowing them to assess the sales performance. And we can engage with our target audiences through multiple channels and methods, apprising them of the potential adjustments to your offering. And this will cultivate consumer anticipation, igniting their curiosity and propensity to consume. And second, receiving the prepayments from the customers will allow the brands to offer further discounts or optimize their strategy, enhancing the popularity of the products and providing the users with a sense of tangible benefits. And also for those brands that have their in-house factories, to minimize risks and avoid stockpiling, brands can adjust the production plan based on pre-selling orders, ensuring that inventory levels align with the real demand.
Yeah, like pre-sale is the king. You have to get it right. So typically, pre-sale on the 31st of October, it starts 8 p.m. right now. Before was 12, so this is like more. You have to stay up late. But now it's 8 p.m. is fine after your dinner, and you can purchase. But these pre-sale periods, just these 4 hours from 8 to 12, it really contribute over 40% of sales of the whole 11-day long of the Singles Day campaign. So because of the hype we build around, the deepest discount we build around everything that we have promoted or across all our channels. So basically, this is the important wave that we have to catch. The second one is the 10th of November, which is just the night before from 8 to 12. So basically, these are the two waves which contributes the a very important percentage of your whole Singles Day sales. So get it right. It's our tips.
Yeah, and also not last but not least, it helps to drive traffic to your page as well, right? Because the customers have to check out on W11 itself, so they have to log back in, right? So it's another idea for you to actually drive more traffic. And if they when during checkout they saw another listing that they're interested in, they might even buy even more from you, right? Okay. Okay, and our next tip to share on is live streaming. I think enough said. I think we all know how popular this live streaming has been gaining very huge traction in globally, you know, in the TikTok and Douyin. And the most obvious advantage of having a live streaming is that the customers can actually have that little human touch, although they are not face to face, but at least they are seeing a key opinion leaders actually demonstrating how to use the product, how does the product looks like in real, and how the colors is actually like, you know, for particular lipsticks, or how actually the size of the bag they are interested in actually looks like. Right, on this page, I think I'll get maybe Yanni or Charlotte to share more on some of the live streaming we did for our brand partners.
Yanni, please.
Yeah, sure. In the first one and the third one, you may see that we are presenting the Ferdinand and Mason brand and products through the live stream. And the most interesting thing that we have done is that we've been doing the live streaming on site, which is on the Hong Kong K11 Ferdinand and Mason flagship store. And then this is the third picture that we're presenting here. Yeah, our live streamers here, and she's working with the storekeeper with the red coat. Ferdinand Mason, they together doing this live streaming to introduce how the brand presenting the brand and the products on site, and how the product can provide the elevated lifestyle to the consumers, etc. So it is a very good experience to showcase our brand and products there through the live streaming. Yeah, maybe Charlotte can share a little bit more on the Swanson case with the AI technology.
Yeah. I think for Mason demonstrate very nice in-store experience. I remember you guys also went to Piccadilly to do the live streaming there from UK as well. So basically it gave a lot of like different experience for the viewers, for the consumers. Like some other brands also, like we set up with some gamifications to make the live streaming more exciting with coupons and discounts, and draw them to be our members as well. So you see on the second screenshot is we leverage the AI technology as well. So this is an AI template that we're using for the store live stream. So basically this is doing a lot of about the products demonstrations, and then also on the discount coupons as well. So the benefit of that is like you can do your store live stream non-stop 24 hours like human, like you have a specific time slot. But for us, we use hybrid, so both for the human touch engage one, and then we are more likely to set it as a standard time, a fixed time, for example 8 p.m. every day. So then the customers can engage and come in and ask questions. There's a live interactions as well. And then if they are missing out 8 p.m., they can also view our AI live streaming as well. And on the most right hand side, it is like we are partner with some key opinion leaders, and then these are the really bring up the hype for the pre-sale nights for the live streaming to promote the sales. So all these live streaming, everything you look is very branded, and then also it covers like brand's logo, some color tones, brand guidelines, etc. Influencers one is kind of difficult, but then for the stores one, for the AI one, which is under our operations, these can be all doable for the branding. So live streaming can be also doing very, very elegantly, and then very on brand as well.
Right. And I would like to supplement with some strategies to help making the most of the live streaming to enhance your sales. Like providing practical and professional content can establish a lasting impact on consumer trust in a brand. Explaining product highlights through influential experts or offering performance tests to the audience and attract consumers' interest in the product. Second is to offer discounts or GWP, which means gift with purchase during the live stream, can encourage audience to complete their purchase before the live stream ends. For example, live streamers can provide limited time offers or announce gifts for potential customers. And last is to repeatedly emphasizing the product's price and highlighting time-sensitive promotions can make consumers feel that the discounts appearing in special occasions may be conditional. Yeah, so overall, live streaming marketing is a rapid and effective sales model currently. Understanding its significance and a working mechanism combined with outstanding marketing strategies can provide a better marketing support for the brands and enterprises.
Exactly, well said. And also it offers a chance for customers to ask questions about the product, right? You don't wait for CS to reply via email or messages. Right, thank you, ladies. And the next one we have is leverage on incentives. I think so far, both all three of us, Charlotte, Yanni, and myself, have been talking about mentioning about discounts, vouchers, this kind of incentives to really help to push and enhance the conversion rate. Right. So what we are talking about here is actually the ASV versus the average order value. Right. So during this, what we have is that we have access to the backend system of the various platforms like the Lazada, the Shopee, the Tmall, which is actually connected up to which will actually give us insights to how the purchasing power, how the purchasing pattern has been like of your products. What is the average selling price that the customers has been buying? What is the number of units per order that they have actually placed, and also what is the typical average amount that they've been spending on this platform. So let's say if the average per order of your customer is spending like 150 USD during on average, then during the campaign periods like this, you may want to consider giving a voucher with a minimum spend of 180 or even 200 USD. Right, so we make use of this opportunity to really entice the customers to spend even more than what they have been usually spending. And also not to forget, during this period, during Double 11, during mega campaigns periods, you are actually giving very good discounts already. So you really need that volume to make the bottom line more worth it. So these are the incentives that we will actually suggest, and also will help to suggest to you to implement. And also not to forget, there's a lot of other tools on the platform as well, like follow the stores, you get the vouchers, leave a review, you get a small token. These are important because this will actually help you differentiate between your offering and a competitor's offering. Because if the competitor is not offering any discount, not offering any vouchers, tendency are customers will choose yours over theirs. Right, Charlotte?
Yeah, I mean, in China, it's even fierce, the competition. So basically, it's very, very heavily discount driven. Since the early this year, we have the lowest price guaranteed across the platform. They've been asking for the, very, very price war among all these platforms as well. So the discount this year for Double 11 is even deeper. So like the platform's rules is like $50 off if your purchase is over 300. So for us, is that everybody is doing a very deep discount. How can you attract eyeballs of your audience? We are doing something interesting. On top of that discount, we're also giving away some extra gifts or some extra branded swags. So that gives some add-on extra branding or loyalty to our consumers and get some extra from your store, which is differentiate your store with the others. So this is where we have to be really pay attention to the platform's rules each year about Double 11. Because each year we are being invited to different platforms by different platforms category leads, roundtables, conference, to fetching all these like latest informations and resources and support. So our team was already having all this kind of information on hand in September already each year before the Singles Day. So it's literally 2 months before, and then so that we get really well prepared for all these discount rules and everything, or resources from the platform would be able to support us.
Right. Addition to using limited time offers and discounts, we can also implement, like a loyalty program to create a loyalty program where customers earn points for each purchase they make. This rewards repeat business and incentivize customers to continue shopping. And also, we can offer bundle deals, bundling multiple products together at a lower price than if purchased separately, can increase the average order value. And we can also leverage the social media platforms to share special offers on social media platforms to reach out to new potential customers and drive more sales through promotions. Remember that it's important to find the right balance between offering enough value for your product while also keeping prices competitive during promotion, so as not to lose money on low ticket items overall.
Right. I think fret not, because these vouchers and these additional dollars off not entirely by yourself as well, because sometimes the platform owners like Lazada or Shopee in Southeast Asia, they will actually throw in some additional advantage as well, additional incentives as well to the customers, like the bank vouchers or the platform vouchers, right? So in the screenshot you see here, it's actually one of our brand partners, Waterpik, which is a water flosser brand that we manage in Southeast Asia. So this is the mechanics and the banners that we did for last year's Double 11. So what we do here is we actually help the customers and teach them and educate them how to get the best savings out of all the discounts that they have. You have so many vouchers and so many discounts. I think the customers will likely be quite lost, will be spoiled for choices, and they really want to know, how do I really maximize the discount, and what kind of other extra incentives that I can get. So on the left, you can see that we are telling customers, okay, Waterpik, we are running a up to 30% off on all the products. And to take note, you can actually enjoy $50 off with a voucher. So remember to go and click and collect them. And on top of that, you can get an additional $4 for every $50 that you spend from Lazada. So that's a Lazada bonus that we which the Lazada actually co-share together with the brand. Right. And then on the right, you can see how you should stack and how you can stack and how you can actually save more. So you have like $3 cashback, you have 5% last coins, Lazada coins. You can play some games on the platform to earn additional 5% off. And also we also make use of this opportunity to grow the followers in the store. And so we have a follow us, and then you can get a $10 off a minimum spend voucher. And then as Charlotte mentioned earlier, showcase the kind of GWP that you can get. And we offered a free tip case when customers spend $600 during last Double 11. And last but not least, we have a time sales or flash sales, as we term this in Southeast Asia region, 40% off. and we actually preempt the customers. It's going to happen from only 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. The price is only live during this period. So to instill the kind of urgency for them to really click and really transact. Right. Now on to our number 8 point, utilize various channels. So this marketing is a very big umbrella of different functions, and there are very different types of marketing that we can tap on to really drive the traffic to your products on each of the platforms. Right. So, and imagine we have so many platforms to drive to. So we have paid social media. We can engage the social media influencers to do some live streaming, as Yanni and Charlotte shared earlier. We can do also email marketing as well, EDM Blast, which EDM Blast is still quite effective in the Southeast Asian region, right? And also marketplace advertising. What do we mean by marketplace advertising? So each of the platform owners like Lazada, like Shopee in Southeast Asia, they actually offers sponsored display where you actually pay a token fee to gain additional eyeballs. So when customers, for example, if customers search for water flosser, you know, the Waterpik, our brand partners product will actually shows up in a more in a more prominent positions in the listings when customers do the search. So this greatly actually helps to bring more eyeballs to your listing as well, and also enhance the and also when customers do the words search that's related to the brands, to your products, your listing will actually appears in a more favorite position than versus your competitors. Right. So if Yanni can add on.
Yeah, to elaborate more, utilizing various communication channels to promote your brand and product can help you reach a wider target audiences and effectively communicate your message. And I would like to share some ways you can do so. For example, for the social media platforms, we should try leveraging the social media platforms to showcase your brand and products, share engaging content such as behind the scene looks at production process or user testimonials to connect with potential customers. In terms of influencer marketing, we can partner with influential individuals or brands who have a large follower on social media. They can help promote your brand through their own content while also showcasing how they enjoy using your product themselves. Sometimes they would, use clear calls to action to encourage visitors to take a specific action, such as making a purchase or signing up to the campaign for getting rewards by the influencers. And then leveraging paid advertising to promote your brand and products can be an effective way to reach a wider audience and drive more traffic to your webpage. We should determine who we want to reach with the pay ads, like using demographics, interests, and behaviors and other relevant factors to refine your target options. So for marketplace advertising is quite popular nowadays, like create valuable content such as blog posts, videos, infographics, or podcasts on the marketplaces to showcase benefits of using your products in different scenarios or highlight how it helps solve common problems faced by the customers. Most importantly, they could drive traffic to your store and the product page directly. So remember, it's important to check the performance of your marketing efforts so that you can continuously refine and improve them over time.
Yeah, talking about tracking, and I think the key question most brands asking is like how to measure my ROI, because there are various channels. It's difficult to flow the data each other. In our experience, like most of the brands, the pain point is either no data share back from their trade partners. This is one of the biggest trouble. Another one is like they're actually sitting on tons of data, but then they are very fragmented from different trade partners, or even if they are running in-house, they have different departments sharing back, like marketing team, they have the data, retail team, they have another data, sales team, and the digital team, for example, they're sitting on tons of data, but they're fragmented. It's very difficult for them to understand, to how to see the whole journey and how to, vision the growth. So basically what we are having here is like we enable the consumer data vision for brands, and then we bring it all together, because we are in China, we run all the channels, all the social official channels, on platform channels, marketplaces. So this is, we bring it all together and we accelerate together.
Yeah, marketing is a very big topic. I think at Pattern we offer the service to consolidate all this for you, and we share with you our findings and our ROI. Right, and on point number 9, we really want to really dive deeper into the topic of social media and influencers. I think enough said, right? I think it's a, we all know it's a growing phenomenon, and it's gaining very, very huge traction, live selling, and social media, right? And in the digital age, I think these are some of the stats that we can share on the kind of digital marketplaces on a global scale. But in my opinion, I think what's most important in choosing in curating a social media strategy is you really need to understand the market, right? Different market has got different preferences. Different market has got different languages as well. So what works in China might not work in Southeast Asia. Like for example, Little Red Book, or we call Xiaohongshu, and Baidu is essentially a China-based social media. It has got followers, it has got users in Southeast Asia, but definitely not the most effective channels, right? In Southeast Asia, it's still predominantly Instagram, Facebook, and now getting very much traction is TikTok, right? It's really how you need to choose the right channels to reach out to the right audience, and also the influencer as well. It's a different channels, different product has different country has got different celebrity influencers, right? And you really need to understand who are the top influencers. What are these influencers famous for selling? Should we choose a male influencers or female influencers, right? I think one of the star KOL in China, Li Jiaqi, I mean, he's known to be the king of lipsticks, right? So, you want to create a kind of a bomb, a guy selling a lipstick, really. So it really have that catch to really entice customers to really tune into the live streaming. It's like, oh, a guy selling lipsticks, wow, and they really want to see how it's being done, right? So
just like communicate with the people in the way they want.
Yes, yeah. So leveraging social media in China, maybe Yanni, you can share more with us.
Yeah, as we're talking about the social media, I would like to share a bit more on some deep topic into the social media platforms like the UGC, user-generated content. It is important for improving sales conversion because it helps to build the trust and credibility with potential customers. Sometimes we would leverage with the not only KOLs but KOCs, the key opinion consumers, to help generate some positive content to for the brand presence and product education. Here are some tips to leverage the UGC, like showcasing the real customer experience, to share positive reviews, testimonial or user-generated photos that showcase how your product has helped customers in the past. This can help build trust and make potential customers more confident in their decisions to buy. Second is to highlight the customer satisfaction. Showcase customer reviews and feedback on your webpage or social media platforms. This helps potential customers see that your product has helped others in the same situation they might be facing, leading to increase the trust and the willingness to make a purchase afterwards. And also share images of your product from different angles with people using it or showcasing its features in different settings. This helps potential customers visualize how they could use the product in their own lives and can ultimately lead to higher conversion rates. So by leveraging UGC, you can showcase real experiences of previous customers, build trust with potential buyers, and ultimately drive more sales conversions for the brand.
And here in the next slide, what we're showing here is some of the social media posts that we've done in Southeast Asia. And this is again Waterpik, one of the products that I shared earlier on. So I remember when I was choosing which influencer to use, I purposefully selected a guy with very big smile, as you can see on the top left, because it's an oral hygiene product. So I really want a guy who has a big smile. And I also requested, and I also especially get a mom and her daughter to be featured in the post, because we want to showcase this as not just an adult friendly product. It's also very good for kids hygiene as well. Right, on the top right, we actually see this lady influencer who is actually a celebrity in Singapore. So she was an ex-contestant for Miss Singapore Universe. So we want that celebrity power as well to really help to push and to give that added endorsement to the products that we actually help to manage in the region. Right. And last but not least, I think be prepared for a very late night on W11 and make use of this chance to do some organization cultural activities, prepare some snacks, prepare some parties, have some balloons flying around, and really count down together with the team. And as the numbers jump, get everyone excited, play some drum, play some music, loud music, enjoy the night. And everyone worked hard for this one day. So I think everyone deserves a break. So yeah, so sit back and relax and to sum up everything. So these are some of the tips that we've shared with you. And don't worry if you have not taken anything down, because our marketing team will actually reach out to you and send this across this deck, as well as a recording of the webinar, and you can share. Right, so thank you very much, everyone, once again, for joining us in this webinar. Unfortunately, I don't think we have time to do any live Q&A, but as I mentioned earlier, don't worry, our marketing team will get in touch with you if you have posted any questions. Thank you.
I think we can conclude in Chinese, the 双十一大卖.
双十一大卖.
Skyrocket your single sales day. Sales.
Have a blast, everyone. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.